Well, hello there, and thank you for joining me in this Advent meditation for Thursday, December 19th. First, I want to take a moment and wish my dad a happy, heavenly 91st birthday. My father died in 2014, and I think of him often, even though I know he's really still with me, and I'm eager to see him again one day. You know, there's those times when I catch myself thinking of him, and out of the corner of my eye, I catch maybe a glimpse of him, or I think I hear his voice, and honestly, even though I know he's not physically present, it can make my heart skip a beat, all in a great way. You know, I find myself not dwelling on the fact that he's gone. I really have never felt like I've grieved him. Honestly, I don't think that's a bad thing. I do know that he's still with me in a way I can't explain, certainly in a different way than when I could drop in and visit him and share a story or two. He's here. And I know because I've been promised that there will come a day again when we will be together. And I look forward to that day in a way that I can't tell you. I know my heart will skip a beat again on that day when we can share that long missed hug once more. But all this has kind of gotten me to thinking, who else or what else can make our heart skip a beat? You know, I love my wife Lisa very deeply, but I admit, just between you and me, sometimes seeing an old girlfriend can make my heart skip a beat. I wouldn't get too worried about that, Lisa, because my heart can skip a beat hearing the sizzle of a great steak coming across the dining room floor to my table and catching that salty whiff as it's placed down in front of me. You know, my heart can skip a beat watching a close basketball game coming down to the wire, being won at the last minute with a three-pointer from way out there at the buzzer. And of course, it's the Fighting Illini winning the game. So I find myself in a strange position because I find that I might be just a little envious of John the Baptist. For John, it was merely being in the presence of his cousin Jesus, the long-awaited Messiah, that caused his heart to skip a beat. In fact, Scripture tells us that John leaps for joy just knowing that Jesus was so close to him. And then I wonder, has being close to Jesus ever really made my heart skip a beat? I certainly don't recall ever leaping for joy. I think that I might have remembered that. But as we Catholics, we get something even John himself couldn't have imagined. We get to welcome Jesus in a way that no one else could understand or even comprehend as we receive him in the gift of the Holy Eucharist. You know, I really want to be that person who, as he feels the presence of God on his tongue, who receives the Lord in such an intimate way, I want to find myself 3 feet off the ground. I want to believe in him so much that I literally am dancing for joy at just the thought of him joining me through communion. So this Advent, my prayer is, please, Father, let me have the gift of faith so deep that my heart will skip a beat. Let the love of your Son enter into me so completely that I find myself leaping for joy. Come, Jesus. Come, Messiah. Come, Emmanuel.